honestly. So thank you for your time this morning.
Thank you, Senator. This concludes the hearing for Senate Bill 1127. Next up, we'll be hearing House Bill 1912. Representative McGirl, begin whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, the committee. My name is Mike McGirl. I represent District 118, part of Washington and Franklin counties. What I have today is House Bill 1912, and what it does, it has some fixes from the salt parity bill that we did a couple of years ago, because since then, there's been basically two filing seasons, 22 and now 23. And what we've discovered is that we need to make some minor fixes to it. One, we need to give individuals the opportunity to opt out, because what's the SALT bill, let me explain what the SALT bill first. What it does, it allows an individual to be able to deduct their state income tax at the entity level. And I'm talking about S-corps, partnerships, and now with this amendment, or with this bill, it'll be trust. And so there is no fiscal note, because whether they're paid through the entity or they're paid individually, it's the same amount of money. So there's no fiscal note. And then another thing about the bill is it brings some parity, because under the federal guidelines, they have what's called the qualified business income deduction. That's 20%. Well, the Missouri has a business income deduction, which is 15%. And so whenever you're calculating up on your Missouri PTE, there's going to be some adjustment in there. And then, and like I mentioned just earlier, it also allows an individual to opt out. Say you don't have an income tax liability because of other reasons from your personal return, and there's really no reason to have this deduction, because the deduction doesn't allow you to get a refundable credit. It only allows you to take it against a tax liability. So with that, I'll take any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions for the representative? Anyone who would like to testify in favor, please come forward.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. Chuck Pierce, appearing here today on behalf of the Missouri Society of CPAs and Associated Industries of Missouri as well. The sponsor did a great job explaining this. As he said, we passed this 2 years ago. This is some technical fixes. The CPA Association worked with the Department of Revenue on. It's revenue neutral, and it just makes the filing go a little better. This committee has heard the Senate version of this bill very early in the session. Senate Bill 1250 and passed out. It did not make it to the calendar, however. So, hoping we can get this done. It certainly helps CPAs get the work done. It's one of those things that helps a lot of small businesses, all the pass-throughs, but it's behind the curtain. I mean, they don't really know that their CPA is having a hard time dealing with these technical issues. CPA just fixes it and moves it on. So it certainly is a benefit to small businesses, and that doesn't cost the state anything.
Thank you. Any questions for the witness? Seeing none, thank you for your testimony. Anyone else who would like to testify in favor?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the committee. Philip Barnes, I'm with the Missouri Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We'd like to go on the record in support. Anything we can do to simplify our tax code, we're in support of, and it also makes it easier to do business in Missouri as well. So we're in support, and if there's technical questions, I'll defer to Chuck.
Any questions for the witness? Thank you for your testimony. Anyone else who would like to testify in favor? Anyone who would like to testify in opposition? Informational purposes only. Representative, do you have any closing remarks?
I would just like to add, in because outside of there, I'm a CPA also, and I have a number of individuals that I have switched this, paying the state income taxes through the entity level, and I can tell you, they like it. So it would be very beneficial. Thank you, and thank you for hearing my bill.
Thank you very much. This concludes the hearing for House Bill 2430. With no further business coming before the committee, I now make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? We are adjourned.